So Tressa, we're dipping into dairy tonight, and it is all dips. And if you got to bring something somewhere, you had mentioned earlier that you're going to be like a little bit extra popular when these dips, when you walk in with these dips. And so the layered taco dip that we're doing tonight, this is like one of the all-time favorites. Everybody's like, who brought that? Who do I get to thank for bringing this? And we're going to make it tonight. So not super complicated, but let's do it.
Yeah, so this layered taco dip is very simple, very colorful. So we're starting off with our pre-beaten room temperature cream cheese. Then we're going to be adding in our cottage cheese.
Because of course we've got to have as much dairy in there as possible.
Yes.
All right.
And then from there, we're adding in our taco seasoning. So this is what gives that nice flavor.
So is this kind of one of those things where you can sort of, put a little bit or a lot? I guess it's called taco dip. There's going to be taco seasoning in it. So
absolutely.
Quite a bit. Okay.
So a little bit different than a normal, taco dip. Sometimes people add cream cheese and sour cream. We're doing cottage cheese just to give that nice texture. When you're shopping for your Canadian dairy products, look for that blue cow logo right on my apron, so that you can ensure that you're buying 100% Canadian quality milk.
So does this really need to be like whipped up into a frenzy, or like kind of what consistency are we looking for that?
We're looking for a nice blended consistency here. So we still want to see our cottage cheese chunks in there, so you don't have to worry about whipping it fully.
Okay.
But we're ready to layer.
That's it? Okay.
I know, it's a little bit easy, right?
Working, okay.
Okay,
so 1, 2, and then, okay.
Yeah, so we're doing our salsa up first. So we have 2 cups of salsa going in as our first layer.
Okay, can I pass that to you?
Absolutely.
All right. Yeah, these are fun to make. I used to love making dips with my kiddies, and yeah, always so much joy when you walk in with, and this one in particular, God, people love this dip. People love it so much.
Yeah, and it's very easy.
I love it so much. It is, yeah.
Right?
How's that? Good?
That looks perfect,
Okay.
yes. And then we have our cheddar cheese going in.
Okay, so again, just give it a good sprinkly all around.
Great. Look at you go.
Thank you for the encouragement.
This is a fun one too that you can cook with kids as well.
Yeah.
They can help build those layers, right? Get them involved in the kitchen as much as possible.
And make a mess.
And make a mess.
Do they make a mess? I miss that. I miss that about cooking with my kids. I just miss cooking with my kids.
Very fun. Perfect. Okay. And then next up is our tomatoes that we're going to layer on top of our cheddar cheese. Perfect.
I have washed my hands, by the way.
Love it.
It's all been done. Okay.
And they can all go. It's not super specific with like measurements. If you have a tomato, throw it on there.
Put the rest of them on there. Okay.
There you go. And then we have our green onion garnish.
Okay.
Perfect.
And then of course, assuming there's any leftovers, I mean, this one keeps for a while too, doesn't it?
Yes. So this dip is really great to make ahead of time. And then when you are ready to head to your gathering or making it for at home, it's all set to go in the fridge.
Perfect thing. Okay. So I'm just like, I don't know.
I know.
I'm too artistic about it, but I'll just put a few more green onions on there.
I'm sure everyone appreciates it, the art. It's perfect.
Yeah, awesome. Well, yeah, awesome. So any kind of potluck, or, you're going to somebody's place to watch the game. Okay, look, I'm going to try this. I'm going to taste this.
I mean, why not dip into the dairy?
I'll take 2 of these because it's a little bit like of a heavier, so many layers here. Got to get all the way. Okay, I'm going to take, here's the sample. Here we go.
Yes. This taco dip is so easy to make, and you'll notice that we used a shallow dish too, so that when you dug in with that chip, that you were able to get to the bottom and get all those flavors and all the different layers when we went into it. So
it's a little bit of work because you're digging just a little bit down in there, but
yeah, you didn't break a sweat though. You did great with the little chip dip.
Felt pretty good. Felt pretty strong on that one. Absolutely unspeakably delicious, this layered taco dip. We love this one. Thanks very much. And when we come back with Tressa, we're going to do more delicious dairy, one bowl recipe that you're going to love, buffalo chicken dip, when we come back on Great Taste of Manitoba.
You're watching Great Tastes of Manitoba, brought to you in part by the Government of Canada and Manitoba Agriculture and Resource Development through the Canadian Agricultural Partnership.